What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Showdown OU. In this one, I'm battling a guy named nils0a. I just stubbed my toe and I'm trying to talk without me actually saying ow, but it actually really hurt. And I'm going to send up my Gyarados against his Snorlax. I didn't think this thing was going to do anything against me, so I decided to use a Dragon Dance because I had a feeling that thing wasn't going to have any type of, traps. So he sends out his Scyther, which I didn't think had anything against me. I decided to use Bounce just to see what I could get off. It used Hidden Power, which I'm guessing had some type of hidden power that was super effective, so it could possibly be Hidden Power Electric? I don't know. But, they have that, right? Yeah, they do. They most definitely have it. And now I'm waiting for him. I don't really know why. I feel like I had to talk to you about something. Nah, da, da, da. Hold on. This might take a second. Do I have anything? I think I do. Apparently not, though, because I can't remember it. If it was that important, I probably would have remembered. Whatever. Alright, so he sends out his Dragonite against my Gyarados. I had a feeling it might have had, like, maybe Thunderbolt or something, or Thunder. But I just took the chance and went for a Dragon Dance, and he used Dragon Dance as well. Hold on. Sorry, my voice started to go. I had something caught in my throat, and he decides to switch out, which he comes in with his Ditto. I don't really know how it transformed automatically. Do they just do that in this one? Like, it's now transform as an ability instead of an attack, and it just, like, instantaneously transforms? I don't know. Whatever. So he sends out his Ditto. He uses Waterfall, but my original, is always better than the copy, is better, so I take it like a boss, and I take him down. So there goes his Ditto, and here comes the Scyther again. This time I decide to use Waterfall, just because Bounce took too long, and it does quite a chunk of damage. Use Hidden Power, I take it like a boss, and then I use my Waterfall and take that thing down. So now he's down his Ditto and his Scyther, and I still got my powered up Gyarados, who is getting a little bit of HP. And now, who's he send out now? You're gonna find out. It's gonna be a surprise to me too, because I can't remember. And Snorlax, okay, that's what I thought it was. And now, as I use Waterfall, see how much damage I can take out on this thing. And I'm pretty sure it comes up at me with a return to take down my Gyarados. Waiting for opponent, taking a while. Come on. There we go. So it does quite a bit, and he uses return and takes out my Gyarados. But, I don't see me needing my Gyarados for anything. I decide to send in... I'm pretty sure it's Ridiculous. Oh, nope, Ferrothorn. Okay. Oh yeah, I sent him Ferrothorn. Decided to put up some spikes, and he has a Fire Punch, and I was surprised about that. I didn't even see that coming. So I decided to get my spikes up, and then I obviously switch out because, it's not really good. So I'm suspecting him to go to a Fire Punch again, so I switch out to go into my Salamence, who can take that Fire Punch very easily. And boom, I take it really well. Get burned, but my Lumberry helps me out. And I decide to go for Dragon Dance, thinking that, Fire Punch can't do anything. And check this out. Boom! Ice Punch. No one saw that coming. Actually, people who probably know what Snorlax did probably seen it coming, and I feel like that boom was actually kind of loud, so I'm sorry. And I send it my Ridiculous, and I use Psychic just to get this thing down, because it has a high attack, apparently, because even with a lowered attack, it was able to take me out in one hit. And there goes that thing. So now it is 4v3, and here comes Heracross. Now with Heracross, I know it has Mega Horn, but I remember that Mega Horn most of the time misses, so I believe I stay in and go for the Psychic. Because, everything else this thing could possibly take out. So, I was thinking about it for a while, and I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm pretty sure I go for the Psychic. Yeah, there we go. So he uses Protect. I'm not really quite sure why. And he gets burned. I'm not quite sure where that burn came from, but he got burned. Maybe someone could explain it to me. This is it. And I get a crit, and I take down that Heracross. So, now it's 2v4, and here comes Alakazam, which I decide to use Focus Blast, just because, whatever, and it misses, and now he has his substitute up, and now I'm in quite a predicament. I decide to go for a Psychic. He's Calm Minding, he's boosting up, and it takes the damage, so I'm in quite a predicament right now. I was, like, I was kind of freaking out. I'm like, oh no, this is not gonna end well for me. This is not gonna end well for me at all. And now he's boosting up. I decided to boost up as well, try and be able to take out that substitute in a couple hits. And since I have recover, I didn't really see it as much. But for some reason, I switched out here. Don't know why. Kind of stupid. But I thought, I think I decided to go for a Leech Seed, but then I realized that he actually had his substitute up. So I went to cancel, and I went to Power Whip. I don't really know what I was thinking. And he got a Psy Shock, but Power Whip misses. Once again, nothing's going well for me in this one. And I'm like, man, this is not going well. So he uses Psy Shock, and he takes out my Ferrothorn. I got one Spike up, so, it's got to do something. And I send out Rotom Wash. I'm like, alright, let's use Trick and see if I can get him with the Choice Scarf I believe I have. And hopefully this will be good, because then he can't boost up again. And he ends up taking me out in one hit. So I'm like, oh man, this is not ending well. So now I have my Donphan, my Reniculus, and I got a plan out. I'm like, alright, I'm going to Earthquake this thing, take out its substitute. Hopefully I can take a Psy Shock. It decides to use Calm Mind. So then, boom, Earthquake faded. And then I decided to go for my Roar, get this thing out of here because, I thought, like, man, this is not going to end well. And now I take that Psy Shock like a boss, roar him out. There comes Dragonite. Now, what he said, he actually felt confident enough that he was going to beat me. So he decided to go for the good game. He said good game beforehand. And I'm like, no, I don't really know what happened to Dragonite here. He kind of just, I'm blue, da-boo-dee-da-boo-da-boo. Yeah, and there we go, he's back. Now he decides to go for a Dragon Dance. I go for my Calm Mind. And he's thinking, man, this guy can't really be that great. And now, I was actually like, man, I was surprised I was able to come back with his powered up Alakazam. And I'm like, man, you're going down. You use Dragon Claw. I can take out one more Dragon Claw. I end up getting my Psychic powered up. I decide to go for the Recover, I believe. Yep, go for the Recover. He uses Dragon Claw. I get my Recover up. And then I believe I go for the Calm Mind when he uses a Dragon Claw. No. Oh, yep. There we go. Calm Mind. He goes for the Dragon Dance. I go for my Calm Mind. And I figured, I could probably take one of his Dragon Claws. So I use Psychic. He used Dragon Claw. I take it like a boss. Take out his Dragonite. And now I got my boosted Reniculus versus his Alakazam that he's going to have to use Substitute. But I know what he's trying to do. I use Recover just because if he's going to use the Substitute, then, whatever, I'll get some HP. He uses Hidden Power, which I'm not quite sure which one it was, but, his Hidden Power apparently didn't do as well as he thought he did. I survived it, I got my Recover up, and now I got my boosted Reniculus, 71 HP, 71% HP, and I got this thing in the corner. He uses Substitute, I take that thing down, it's not getting out there anymore, and now he's backed up in a corner, and I'm just wailing on him with my Psychic. He tries to take me out he tries to do quite a bit of damage with a Psy Shock, I believe. And I'm just like, no. Reniculus can take your Psy Shock, and I take out a chunk of his HP with my Psychic. And then I use Psychic again just to end it off. And boom, that's how I roll. I just combated this nils0a person. And thank you guys for watching. If you've enjoyed, feel free to subscribe. And challenge me if you want to. It's fun. Let's go.